All right, so for this inequality, I just want to point out that a common mistake people do when they're trying to solve an inequality with division property is that they notice that they try to use the smaller number. So here's what I mean. So they see a problem like this, like, oh, I got to divide both sides by 6 because it's the smaller number. That's not always the case. You don't divide by the smaller number, right? You divide by whatever number would make this over here into 1z. So you can see if I divided this by 6, it's not going to give me 1z, it's going to give me 2z. Therefore, the correct solution for this would be, or the correct thing to do to both sides of this inequality is to divide by 12. Because you can see here, when I divide this by 12, that's going to give me 1z, which is our goal. So I'm going to divide this side by 12 as well. And now I'm just going to simplify. So bring down my inequality sign. 12z divided by 12 is 1z. Notice we don't put the 1 here. That's automatically implied. So we just put the z by itself. And now 6 divided by 12, I can actually simplify that. I can reduce that. These are each divisible by 6. So when I divide this out by 6, I'm going to be left with 1 over 2. So 1 over 2. And just as a side note, when you're dividing each of these by the same number, that's called the greatest common factor. In other words, 6 is the biggest number that could divide into 6 and 12. And you can see here, my solution set for this inequality would be any number less than or equal to 1/2 would be a solution to this inequality up here, 12z less than or equal to 6. So now let's graph the solution set. To graph the solution set, I'll do a quick sketch. I draw my number line. I'll put my number 1/2, or actually let me do this. I'm gonna put -1, 0, 1. I'm gonna extend this a little bit more, and then 2. And then 1/2 I know is between 0 and 1. So that's going to be right here. So I'm going to make a little note that this is 1/2. And then I look at my inequality sign. It's less than or equal to. So that means I'm going to include the 1/2. So to include it on a graph, I make a solid dot at that point. And then numbers less than 1/2 would be to the left. So anytime you go to the left on the number line, it's always decreasing in this direction. So I shade to the left, put a solid arrow on the end, and that lets me know that any number, and this is going beyond this, so it goes forever to the left in that direction. Any number less than 1/2 will be a solution to this inequality up here, 12z less than or equal to 6.